Hello and welcome to Visit Phoenix Destination webinar. Thank you very much for joining us this morning to learn more about our destination here in Greater Phoenix. My name is George Herrera and I am the tourism manager here at Visit Phoenix, overseeing all the US and Canadian travel trade markets. We're very excited to have you here today as being part of our webinar in which we will showcase our destination. Many of you are familiar with the Greater Phoenix area, and we continue to appreciate your support. And we're here with a fantastic and exciting panelists here today that will talk to you about certain things and great things to do, places to stay, and things to discover here in the Greater Phoenix area. We hope that you enjoy our presentation and certainly do thank you again for being a part of it and being here with us today. Um, Again, as I mentioned, we have 7 exciting partners joining us today, anything from historic resorts to observatories, stargazing, to luxury resorts here in the Greater Phoenix area that will give you an idea of what you can expect to find here in the Greater Phoenix area for all of your customers that are looking to travel to our destination. So without further ado, we're going to do a quick little presentation and present all of our presenters this morning. We have Jeffrey DeMena with the Hampton Inn Suites in Phoenix and downtown. We do have Jill Tursky with the Crown Plaza Hotels and Resorts Phoenix Chandler Golf Resort. We have Tina Newman with Castle Hot Springs. We are joined also by Krista Niebergs with the Hyatt Regency Scottsdale Resort and Spa and the Royal Palms Resort. We're joined by Krista Payton from Urban Access. And we're joined by Danielle Adams from the Low Observatory all the way in Flagstaff, Arizona. And of course, our wonderful partner over at Detours, Kyle Hagberg. This is a great panel. We're very excited, everyone. Thank you for being here today. We appreciate you taking time to allow me to partner with you and talk about our destination and your product and get people excited to visit our destination. It's been a while since we've all been together. Typically, these sales missions are in person, and so many of you that have attended today have seen me in person in your offices and spent some time here in Oregon and in Washington or Vancouver or wherever it is you're from. But let us know where you're from. Interact with us. There's a chat feature in this platform. Let us know. Give us a little shout out where you're from. I always like to know who's out there and who's here with us today. So definitely let us know where you're from. We have an exciting presentation. So for now, why don't we get started? We will go ahead and turn off our camera so we can have the main focal point of our presentation. We will have a room for Q&A, so feel free to shoot those questions over to the chat box as you hear something that perhaps you might want to learn more about, and we will ask those questions once we finish with our presentation. So for now, let's go ahead and get started. And again, we thank you for being here and I hope you enjoy. So fantastic, perfect. Before we get started here, I want to kind of quickly talk about COVID and the world of COVID. Um, Many of you know COVID has been something that has affected the industry worldwide, and specifically here in Arizona. The governor of Arizona has really allowed the local communities to impose their own mask mandates. Specifically here in Maricopa County, there is a mask mandate, and although some of our hospitality partners have reopened their businesses, um, many have either remained closed or are operating at much lower capacity. So we encourage you to reach out to Visit Phoenix directly or our partners just to make sure if there are any restrictions or if you're curious to learn about safety guidelines that each partner has. Please do know that our number one priority is the safety of our staff, our visitors, and all of our community. So we definitely do and encourage that everyone visiting the area comply with the mask mandate and also, of course, social distancing. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started with our presentation. Okay, let's go on to the next slide. Perfect, thank you. So for many of you that do know, Phoenix is famous for its weather. We are the 48th state and the Grand Canyon state. Of course, our history goes way beyond that, actually. So the Greater Phoenix area is like the capital here in the state of Arizona. But Arizona itself is known as the State 48, and it's since it's joined the Union in February 14th, 1912. February 14th, 1912, it is known as the home of one of the seven natural wonders of the world, the Grand Canyon. So, despite what you've heard from people that the Grand Canyon is not all in Arizona, I'm here to let you know that, yeah, the Grand Canyon is in fact in Arizona. Many people have that misconception that the Grand Canyon somehow is in Nevada, since some of them do that traditional Vegas Grand Canyon route. But I am here to set those rumors aside that yes, it is going to be all of it in Arizona. Now, Phoenix dates back to 700 AD when the Hohokam people actually first inhabited the area. The Hohokam constructed one of the largest and most sophisticated irrigation networks ever created, canals using pre-industrial technology. So these canal systems are about 135 miles that run through the greater Phoenix area. The canals allowing cultivating of crops in the desert climate. The Hohokam later abandoned the area. Their departure is said to be caused by flood or drought between 1300 and 1450 AD. One of the fun facts about Arizona that many people know is there are 5 C's to the Arizona. There's cotton, cattle, citrus, climate, and copper. These were the primary drivers of Phoenix's economy up until World War II. Today, tourism is the #1 economic driver in the state, as we are home to many signature properties, many signature resorts, and adventures. We are also home to 22 Native American tribes, which we can learn about at the Herd Museum here in downtown Phoenix. So, a lot of history and a lot of culture here in the greater Phoenix area for those that do not know. Um, Moving on next to the next slide, please. Phoenix is currently the 5th largest city in the United States with a population of about 1.6 million residents. We're the only capital in the United States with a population of more than 1 million residents, so that makes us very unique. The Phoenix metropolitan area is also referred to as the Greater Phoenix area, known for approximately home to 4.9 million people. So definitely going to be one of the biggest cities in the country. Now, the Sonoran Desert, which you see pictured here, is a Northern American desert that covers the large parts of the southwestern United States, including Arizona, Southern California, and the northwest tip of Mexico down to Baja California. Now, pictured here is a beautiful saguaro cactus, which is one of the identifying plants of the Sonoran Desert. It only grows in the Sonoran Desert. So, a fun fact, if you're ever watching a movie where it takes place in Old Southwest with cowboys and saloons and you see a cactus, chances are that movie was filmed in the Sonoran Desert and not in Texas, where they typically have those southwestern movies. So when you have cowboy culture of Texas or the Southwest, and you see one of these beautiful saguaro cactus, although they may say the plot took care in Texas, it's probably going to be filmed in the Sonoran Desert. So these beautiful trees can grow up to 40 feet high and live up to 150 to 200 years old. And they also can grow up to 25 of those individual arms. So these are beautiful identifying plants, and they're actually protected here in the state of Arizona. Harming a cactus is punishable by jail time, even if it's on your own property. So you have to have special permitting to remove any or have any some sort of interaction with a cactus. So these beautiful plants are protected here in the state. I always encourage our visitors to take some time to enjoy the view of the Sonoran Desert and take pictures of this beautiful landscape that we call our backyard. So let's go on and move to the next slide, please. Perfect. Now, in downtown Phoenix is where you will find over 200 dining options and restaurants. You'll also find sport arenas, rooftop lounges, nightlife, museums, and explore the local art scene. One of the revivals of the downtown Phoenix area was when Arizona State University opened a campus in the area that brought a new fresh and a new life to the area. One of the biggest celebrations that happens every first Friday in downtown Phoenix is the Art Links First Fridays. This is one of the nation's largest self-guided art walking tours, and it does celebrate the local art scene. Now, this is an event that happens every first Friday, and prior to COVID was in-person event welcoming thousands of people to the downtown Phoenix area, where you can come and celebrate art, celebrate the local culture, wine tasting, food. But due to COVID, that has since stopped. It is not taking place virtually, so you still have the ability to experience the local First Friday on a virtual basis. We refer to it as the largest self-walking tour in the nation, and a great way to go local by eating and drinking local source food, wine. Many people don't know that, but the Arizona is home to 100 wineries. The soil in Arizona lends itself to grow vineyards with, again, over 100 wineries in the state. Tasting rooms are available throughout the entire state and the greater Phoenix area, as well as some of these restaurants that offer those wonderful wine options. So, a fun little fact there. Let's go on to the next one, please. Perfect. Without further ado, we're going to learn about places to stay, and our partners are going to talk to us about their accommodations and how it could help you plan your next visit for yourself or for your customers. So let's go and take it over to downtown Phoenix and learn about the Hampton Inn in Phoenix. So Jeff, take it away, please.
Hey guys, welcome. I'm Jeffrey Demena, the Director of Sales for the Hampton Inn and Suites in downtown Phoenix. This hotel is in the heart of downtown Phoenix. It was newly built and opened in the summer of 2018. All of our guests enjoy downtown Phoenix from this hotel, with all those venues that George was just describing within walking distance. This property has 11 stories, 210 total guest rooms. 100 of those rooms are double queen rooms. 50 of those rooms are king studio suites, pictured here on the left. And then we also have 60 standard king rooms. A great inventory to satisfy everyone. This property is within walking distance to the Phoenix Convention Center, major universities such as ASU and U of A, world-class venues such as Chase Field, which is home of the Arizona Diamondbacks, as well as the Talking Stick Resort Arena, which is the home of the Phoenix Suns, as well as many concert venues. The Phoenix Light Rail is a short walk. It's less than 1 block from the hotel, allowing you to connect and explore downtown Phoenix, and also to connect to the Phoenix Sky Harbor Airport, which is located less than 10 minutes from the hotel. All of our guests do receive complimentary breakfast, wireless internet, access to our fully equipped fitness center. We also have an amazing lobby bar that we coined Downtown 77. It's located in our lobby. And we're also recognized for the perfect mix of space in our lobby. It's a great place to meet, dine, hang out at the bar, or just relax and get caught up on some work. You can also take advantage of shopping, dining, entertainment, all just steps away from the hotel at the Arizona Center. We have a lot of great specials available for you. Please visit our website to view multiple discounts and specials being offered by Hilton Hotels, specifically for the Hampton Inn and Suites, Phoenix downtown. Thank you.
Perfect. Thanks, Jeff. A great property here in the heart of downtown Phoenix. Great proximity to local transportation and local venues. So thank you again for being a part of our webinar this morning. And let's go ahead and move it on. Let's go ahead and welcome our next partner. We have Jill Tursky with the Crown Plaza Phoenix Chandler Golf Resort, beautiful historic property. So Jill, take it away and tell us about the Crown Plaza.
Hi, thank you, George. Good morning, everyone. The Crown Plaza Phoenix Chandler Golf Resort is located in Chandler, Arizona. We are 15 miles west of Mesa Gateway Airport and 18 miles south of Phoenix Sky Harbor Airport. Very accessible to either one. The resort was built in 1912 by Dr. A.J. Chandler. The town was developed and named after him the same year. The main building at the resort is listed in the Historic Registry of Hotels. It's easy to social distance with 249 guest rooms with outdoor access. The guest rooms are over 400 square feet and feature either a balcony or a patio. You can sit outside and enjoy the views along with your morning coffee. On site, we have AJ's Restaurant serving breakfast and 1912 Lounge serving lunch and dinner with happy hour and daily specials. We feature a resort-style swimming pool with large deck and cabanas, 18-hole award-winning golf course, Bias Salon featuring Aveda products, and Hertz Rent-A-Car. We are located in the heart of historic downtown Chandler and within walking distance to over 30 restaurants and shops, which include craft breweries and Flick's Brew House. Chandler offers an array of special events as well as weekly farmers market right outside our doorsteps. We're following IHG's Way of Clean, which was implemented 4 months ago, as well as offering IHG reward points for all stays. Thank you for your time, and I look forward to seeing you at the resort.
Perfect, fantastic. Thank you, Jill, for being a part of our panel today. We appreciate your partnership and telling us a bit more about your property. Now we have a special treat, and let's learn more about the next one. And we're going to Castle Hot Springs here in Phoenix. So, Tina, take it away and tell us more about Castle Hot Springs.
Thank you, George, and thank you everyone for joining us today. We are all looking forward to show off our great weather. Castle Hot Springs is relatively a new hotel, even though we're showing off that we're one of the first hotels in Arizona, first being established in 1896. There's 1,100 acres that surround our namesake, which is at the epicenter is our hot springs. More than 200,000 gallons of mineral-rich, clear water flows through the hot springs each day. And then there's 3 pools that have varying temperatures ranging from 106 to 85 degrees. And even our main swimming pool is also heated with the hot springs water. There's only 30 guest room accommodations, all separate, all with their own HVAC, and they each have either a private patio or a private deck. We also have a farm on property, which supports an amazing culinary program. The resort is an inclusive experience, so the room rates include meals, many activities, including yoga, e-bikes, guided hikes, and as well as gratuities and any other service charges are all included in the property as well. We have 2 restaurants, our main restaurant, which is called Harvest, and then we have a casual restaurant that's also our bar, and it's called Bar 1896 as well. Each of the guest rooms also have a private outdoor soaking tub, and you can put hot water, cold water, or the hot springs water inside those soaking tubs as well. There's also additional adventures to do, including Arizona's first Via Ferrata, which is an assisted cable rope climbing course, as well as an aerial walkway to go across. So there's quite a bit to do. We're up in the northern part of the Valley of the Sun, just north of Lake Pleasant. There is a 7.2-mile dirt road to get to us, but we suggest a high-profile vehicle. It's not recommended. Looking forward to seeing everyone soon.
Perfect, beautiful property. Thank you for being a part of it, Tina. And can you quickly give us a little bit a rundown on some of the accolades that this property has specifically won? I know you've been around since 1896, but it's recently that you've received so many awards. Can you quickly take a quick second?
Yep, thank you. We just reopened in February of 2019, and with our seasonal closure in the summer and then with COVID, October this month is actually only our 12th month of operation since we had reopened. So being part of Condé Nast Traveler's Hot List was a big coup for us. We were very proud of that, the USA Today Awards. We do have a documentary on the property that runs just over 37 minutes, and it has just recently won an Emmy Award. So that's a big plus for us as well. The design of the resort is very much in tune to the Sonoran Desert. And then we are part of Small Luxury Hotels, and they had named us one of the most mindful wellness retreat. And for those of you that are in the industry, we're also part of the American Express Fine Hotels and Resorts program. And just in the process, we've just been accepted to Virtuoso as well, which we're extremely proud of.
Congratulations. That is a big accolade and welcome. And thank you again for being here. Now, keeping in line with that, let's head over to Scottsdale and learn more about the Hyatt Regency Scottsdale Resort and Spa at Guinea Ranch with Kristen. Kristen, take it away and let us know what's going on over at the Hyatt.
All right. So the Hyatt Regency Scottsdale is truly an iconic property in the destination. When your clients, our guests, arrive to the property, they're looking out at what you're seeing there on the right-hand side of your screen, everything that makes Arizona so incredibly special with the flora, the fauna, the beautiful resorts, the pools, the golf, and the McDowell Mountains there in the background. We have an incredible water playground that we're very well known for, which is pictured on the left-hand side. It includes 10 interconnecting pools, a water slide and a sand beach at the family end of the pool, but at the complete opposite end is the adult-only pool. Really conducive for all types of travelers. We actually have a second adult-only pool at our incredible award-winning spa, Avanya, as well. This spa is quite extensive, as you know, as it comes to spas, even in the destination, with 19 treatment rooms, including a Himalayan salt room. Our golf course is a 27-hole golf course, and it's a private course. So what that means is only members of this beautiful residential area called Gainey Ranch can play the golf course and Hyatt guests. We always encourage our guests to explore off-property golf courses, and we can make those arrangements at some of the surrounding courses in the greater Phoenix area as well. We have incredible live music in our lobby bar. And also, this property is really ideal for families, as you can tell with the beautiful pool complex, multi-gen gatherings, couples, golfers, and gals getaways. Just speaking to the size of the property, it's really a medium-sized property for the destination with 493 guest rooms. Every guest room has a balcony or patio. We have many suite categories on property. And then I think it's very important to note as we're going into what typically is, of course, our high season is I guarantee connecting rooms at the time of booking, which are in quite high demand at this property. And that's a king room connecting to a queen room. We recently switched out, did a nice room renovation and switched out all our double beds to queen. So shifting gears a little bit, I also represent the beautiful Royal Palms Resort and Spa, and I am based on property between the two properties. The two properties couldn't be more different, but you potentially will have clients for each one of them, and I'm kind of your one-stop shop for Hyatt in the destination. This property sits right at the base of Camelback Mountain that you see there on the left-hand side. It was originally built as a residence in 1929 and eventually became a resort about 20 years later. It's only been a Hyatt for about 4 years, part of our Unbound collection. So certainly I can provide you with more information on that at a later time. I'm not afraid to say at this property that we're more geared for that adult traveler, a little bit more adult-centric. Again, it's going to be one of your smallest luxury resorts in the destination with only 119 guest rooms. We have many casitas and villas, which are extremely in high demand right now, being that those are all exterior entrances. A beautiful, newly renovated spa on property, lots of touches of luxury throughout your stay, including a mother-of-pearl tile-bottom pool. So a beautiful pool with surroundings. And then I highly encourage yourselves or your clients, if you're visiting the Scottsdale, Phoenix area, to dine in our award-winning Tea Cooks restaurant. Really a must dining experience. And then lastly, just to wrap up this property is really ideal for couples seeking to have a celebration, anniversaries, romantic getaways, or perhaps a baby moon. Certainly reach out to me for anything that you may need. Again, I'm based on property. I'll always take great care of your clients, sending them a welcome amenity from you. Just simply send me an email. We have some great promotions out there right now with a free night for our luxury consortias, as well as a AAA hot deal for those AAA advisors on the phone as well. But I can provide you with more information at a later time. Thank you so much.
Perfect. Thank you. Beautiful properties, Kristen. Thank you for being a part of our panelists today and being here and talking to us a bit about both of your resorts. Thank you for being here. So let's go ahead and move it on to explore. Many of you know Phoenix is known as a destination for its outdoor adventure and beautiful sunsets, and of course our weather is number one. But there's more to our destination. We're going to take some time to learn about what to do and what to expect when you visit here when you visit the Greater Phoenix area. Let's move on to the next slide, please. Perfect. So our destination here is a destination that is of anything meant for any type of traveler, whether they're looking for soft adventure or full throttle adventure. Now, here pictured here is a beautiful picture of the iconic Camelback Mountain. Now, Camelback Mountain is the one of the most identifying mountains here in the area. Again, this is where you have the some of the resorts in the area. Royal Palms is just at the base of Camelback Mountain, so it'll give you those beautiful views of the Greater Phoenix area. Now, many people ask where the name Camelback came from, and actually, if you look closely at the picture, it does resemble the hump and the head of a kneeling camel. So, if you look at closely, you'll see the hump here on the right hand side, and then you'll see, excuse me, the head on the right hand side, and then you'll see the big hump there. So that's what we know Camelback Mountain. It rises up to 2,700 feet above sea level. So it is quite large and it has beautiful views. It is hikeable, so many people that visit the area do hike Camelback Mountain. I haven't been one of those. It's a very strenuous hike, but a beautiful hike, I've heard. In our destination, we also do have more than 200 miles of hiking trails. So anything from a trail for the soft adventure that you're looking to just explore the Sonoran Desert and the beautiful cacti, or if you're looking to get more rugged and get out there a hike like Camelback Mountain to really get that good workout in and get those magnificent views of the Sonoran Desert and the Greater Phoenix area. Of course, our destination, we always recommend anyone visiting for the first time or maybe not familiar with the area to take advantage of doing a guided tour of the Sonoran Desert, whether it be by horseback riding or perhaps a UTV, ATV tour of the desert, which is one of my personal favorites, or an air adventure. Hot air balloon rides are something that we are also known for in the morning or evening hot air balloon rides to really capture those natural, beautiful colors of the Sonoran Desert. There is water in the desert. Most people don't know that, but we are surrounded by rivers and lakes here in the state of Arizona. And of course, kayaking, tubing, and paddleboarding is something that is available for all of our people that are looking to get outdoors and enjoy that beautiful weather that we're known for. Next slide. Perfect. Arts and culture is a big part of our destination. It is where our history, and it is known for our history, our culture. We have a really strong collection of one-of-a-kind museums. Particularly, our number one attraction here in the Phoenix area is the Musical Instrument Museum, also known as the MIM. It is a Smithsonian affiliated and the only musical instrument museum in the country, representing over 200 countries and territories. At the MIM, it is a museum where social distancing is easily practice. Anyone coming into the MIM will get to explore different parts of the world through music. And so you are receiving headphones upon check-in, and as you visit each and different country, there is a TV screen that is playing a video of the people of that country making music with the instrument that is displayed in front of you, as well as with the country attire. Again, a must for anyone visiting the Greater Phoenix area. The MIM, a trip to the MIM is a must. The Herd Museum is celebrating 90 years, and we talked a bit about the Native American culture here in the Greater Phoenix area. And at the Herd Museum, you will find the stories of American Indian people from the tribes and of the state of Arizona and those of the Southwest. It is a true cultural experience. Of course, we also do have Taliesin West. For those of you that are familiar with architecture, the name Frank Lloyd Wright may ring the bell. Frank Lloyd Wright is an architect that is responsible for the Taliesin West School of Architecture and is also an influencer for the Grand Arizona Biltmore here in the Greater Phoenix area. Taliesin West is essentially known as a School of Architect, but it was his former winter home here from Frankfurt, right? So his home has been left untouched and is now a museum that showcases all of his architecture, his hard work, and all of his influences here in the Greater Phoenix area. Taliesin West is now a UNESCO World Heritage Landmark for having cultural, historic, and scientific relevance throughout the world. So it is a protected site. So we're very proud to have that here in our backyard. And for those that are looking to explore the deserts and the soft adventure and perhaps may not be ready to hike, the Desert Botanical Garden is 140 acres of desert landscaping showcasing over 50,000 outdoor plant displays. We are getting into that holiday season, and the Desert Botanical Garden does have begin the Noche de Luminarias here at the Desert Botanical Garden, in which they illuminate the entire garden with luminarias and celebrating the holiday season. It's beautiful, truly magical experience, and a great way to both get some time outside and do some stargazing up here in the desert. So definitely a great way to explore and get familiar with the area. Next slide, please. Let's take it over to downtown Phoenix and learn about one of the newest partners here in the downtown Phoenix area. We have Urban Access. Take it away and tell us about Urban Access.
Sure. Hello, I'm Krista. I'm one of the founders and owners of Urban Access. Urban Access was actually one of the first axe throwing places in the US, opening in the East Coast in 2016, and our downtown Phoenix location that just opened in 2019. So we are located in downtown Phoenix and walking distance to all of the excitement that downtown Phoenix has to offer that we already shared. We're a super large facility, you can tell in the pictures. We have over 10,000 square feet of space. We specialize in group events. We're a popular choice for team building, corporate events, birthdays, bachelorette parties, all of those kind of things. Normally, in normal times, we can host about 200 people for events. Right now, we're limiting our capacity to about 75 people and evaluating that almost on a daily basis. We do allow groups as small as 2 as well, so it can be a fun date night for just 2 people. We are an 18 and up facility, so we have a bar serving local craft beers and wines, so it is not family friendly, adults only. We don't have a restaurant on site, but if we were hosting an event, we have lots of catering partners with local favorites that we can partner with to complete your event. And if safety is a concern, you don't need to be worried about that. We have a coach with you at all times assigned to help you throw safely and comfortably, but also have fun, cheer for you, and get you sticking the bullseye. Next slide, please. You can book online if it's just a regular size group, or if you're interested in booking a larger group or a catering event, those kind of things, you can email our dedicated event specialist at phoenixevents@urbanaccess.com, or you can always reach out to me directly at krista@urbanaccess.com.
Perfect. Thank you, Chris. I know I've always been curious on, axe throwing, and this is a great way of certainly enjoying a different area attraction here in the Phoenix area, and something unique. So a great way to have some pastime. So thanks for being a part of our panel today.
Thank you.
Now we're gonna travel north to Flagstaff, and this is something really special. I'm really excited that I can't wait for everyone to learn about. So Danielle, why don't you tell us a bit more about the Lowell Observatory? What makes it unique?
Yes, thank you so much, George. Hello, everyone. Again, I'm Danielle Adams, and I'm at the Lowell Observatory in Flagstaff, Arizona. We were founded in 1894 by Percival Lowell, and we're about a 2-hour day trip from Phoenix. Astrotourism is a very much growing industry across the US, but especially here in Arizona. Phoenix has tons of nightlife, but you don't have to go very far to get a gorgeous dark desert sky. In fact, Arizona has 17 different International Dark Sky Association parks and communities, more than any other state in the United States. So here in Flagstaff, we have very strict lighting standards, and you can see the Milky Way right from downtown Flagstaff. Lowell Observatory is often called the home of Pluto, and that is because in 1930, Clyde Tombaugh discovered Pluto right here at the observatory. Earlier in 1912, we've also found the first evidence that our universe is expanding. And in the 1960s, we mapped the moon in preparation for the Apollo missions. And so if you have a history buff as one of your clients, we've got a lot for those people. We also have a lot for people interested in modern science or just looking for a really neat new experience. Currently, we have a lot of COVID-safe procedures in operation. Most notably, our new Giovanni Open Deck Observatory is a observing plaza with 6 state-of-the-art telescopes, and that is a 100% outdoor private stargazing experience. We use Petri dishes at all of our telescopes to keep people safe, and those can be easily cleaned between different observers. And then also you can book an observing session at our historic Clark telescope. That was set up in 1896, and so it's almost 125 years old. That is the instrument that is basically as large as a T-Rex, and you can look through that same instrument that was used to map the moon. And then we have a brand new instrument. The newest one on the hill is the Dyer telescope, about the same size as the Clark, but much more modern and able to look at many different objects really quickly. If we go to the next slide, you can visit us at lowell.edu/welcome back. Right now, Mars is at opposition, just coming off of opposition actually, and so it's still quite big and bright through November. And then, of course, any time of the year, there's many different things going on in the night sky. And just to note, if you can't visit Lowell right away, we do offer a lot of free virtual programming on our YouTube channel. Thank you so much.
Great. Thank you for being a part of our panel. This is a great way to showcase a different side of our state and our destination. Flagstaff is a beautiful city and very unique. And so thank you again for being a part of it, a part of our panel here today. So let's go on and move into the next slide and let's learn about all things outdoor adventure and those beautiful scenes that we are known for. And Kyle over at Detours of the West will tell us all about the great state of Arizona. So Kyle, take it away.
Thank you very much, George, and good morning, everyone. My name is Kyle Hagberg, and I'm the Director of Sales and Marketing here at Detours American West. Detours has been a company that's been around for 20 plus years now. We started out as a small group luxury tour operator, meaning our owners sat back and looked and, hey, we don't want to do the big bus tours anymore. It's not an intimate experience for the guests. They're not really getting the full value of what they're going out to see and being with a guide. So we started to do this 20 years ago, and it's been a great, great ride along the way. Our owner, Jeff Slade, has been a tour guide for 35 plus years, so he knows all the ins and outs of Arizona. And the best part about being in the Phoenix area is that you're centrally located to just about everything that you want to see here in the great state of Arizona, north, south, east, west. It's centrally located to all the awesome stuff. And with Detours, we specialize in small group day tours, private day tours, and private luxury multi-day tours. And now all those things can be anything from national parks, it could be Native American culture, food and drink in the area, or even Old West cowboy culture. And of course, the Grand Canyon being our bread and butter, our main attraction. We go to the South Rim in particular, and it's about a 4-hour drive from the Phoenix area. But while you're going up with our guide, you're learning all about Arizona history, the Sonoran Desert, the geology, and just the overall what makes Arizona, Arizona. In our 13-passenger mini coaches on the way up to the canyon, they have leather captain's chairs, oversized windows, wood flooring, and an intercom system so you won't miss anything the guide is explaining to you on the way up. We stop in Williams, Arizona, which is a old Route 66 town. It's really neat, still got that old-time 50s, 60s vibe to it. And then we go to the South Rim in particular, because that is actually the widest and deepest part of the Grand Canyon, 16 miles from rim to rim. And the north rim, which you'll see 16 miles away, is 1,000 feet higher than the south rim. We'll go to various different lookout points, the Geology Museum, the Visitor Center, the historic El Tovar and Grand Canyon Village. It's definitely a great way to go up there to see the canyon rather than driving up yourself and saying, okay, it's a big hole in the ground, what am I looking at? Going with a guide is a completely different experience, and you'll be able to really get the full value out of what the Grand Canyon is. And like I mentioned, we also do private day tours as well, and that seems to be something that's been shifted more so recently with the current pandemic and climate right now. A lot of small group families or close friends who want to just do their groups. So we can go to all our different locations as a private tour in one of our Lincoln Navigators or in one of our 13-passenger mini coaches. And we also offer private multi-days. So we'll plan the entire itinerary for you, add all of the activities, all of our touring, all the hotels, make it really, really easy for you and make one big package. And it's totally customized to you as well and to what your client wants. Like I said, it can be anything from food and drink to want to do Native American experience up in the Page and Monument Valley area to having a private chef dinner overlooking the desert landscapes. There's so much that we can do, and it's really up to your imagination on what you can visualize here in the Southwest. Next slide, please. So there's my contact information. Feel free to reach out to me with any questions if you have want some rates, our day tour rates, our private rates, or if you're even just looking to kind of get an idea of a little bit more in-depth experience of Arizona, you want to learn a little bit more, I'd be happy to go over some of our offerings in a little bit more detail with you at a little later date. So thank you so much for your time this morning, and have a great day.
Kyle, thank you again for being a part of our panel. I always get so inspired when I see your beautiful pictures, and I know those are true colors, and we're fortunate to have you here be part of our panel. So thank you for being here and showcasing your product to all of our clients. So thanks again. Let's go to the next slide, please. And wonderful. So we're going to be moving on here and talking about more about what to do in the Phoenix area. Of course, I've mentioned we're famous for our weather, but a lot of people don't really have the misconception that Phoenix and the greater Phoenix area is just desert dry heat with no culture or no things to do. But we're actually pretty active, and we're getting into our busy season here, known as our peak and shoulder season here in the greater Phoenix area. Sports is one of the biggest drivers to the destination. In the greater Phoenix area, of course, we welcome over 300 days of sunshine with an average temperature of that 75-degree weather. So a beautiful destination to really spend some time outside and soak that warm sunshine. While some of the other states in the country are going through those cold, freezing temperatures, our state welcomes and has that beautiful sunshine. Now, spring training is something that we are known for as well, too. So we have 10 professional spring training facilities and 15 Major League Baseball teams that head over to the Phoenix area during that late February, March timeframe for spring training. Now, any team that is not going to Florida is coming to the greater Phoenix area, and of course, all of those fans. So what makes the spring training unique in the greater Phoenix area is these 10 professional spring training facilities are not just as far apart as they are in Florida. If you take the two furthest apart spring training facilities, they're only about a 45-minute drive. So it is very common for many of our customers and visitors coming to the area to catch a day game, take a break, go back to the resort, have some dinner, and then go over to a night game. So very common for people to do that. Phoenix Open is another one that we're known for. It is one of PGA's #1 attended golf tournament on the PGA Tour. The numbers for this Open can total up to about 500,000 people the week of the actual tournament. So a lot of great golfers come to the greater Phoenix area during this time. For those that are looking to play the game, we have nearly 200 golf courses in the greater Phoenix area that many of those golf enthusiasts can enjoy. And also, we're one of the few cities in the United States to actually have 6 professional games sports in almost every league in the sports section. We do have the Arizona Cardinals for NFL. We have the Phoenix Mercury for WNBA, the Phoenix Suns for NBA, Coyotes for NHL, Phoenix Rising for soccer MLS, and of course the Arizona Diamondbacks for MLB. So a great destination for all types of travelers, especially those sports enthusiasts. Next slide, please. Perfect. As you've learned here in our presentation today, our destination is very unique, and we like to refer to it as a cosmopolitan heart of the Southwest. It is a perfect destination for luxury travel, for wellness travel, family friendly, weekend getaways, and really your Arizona adventure begins here. Here in the greater Phoenix area, we have such a signature collection of both beautiful resorts and hotels and things to do that there's really no shortage of things to do for all types of traveler. Especially in the world of COVID, we do have room to explore and room to be around and really showcase and explore the natural beauty of the Sonoran Desert. So let's go on to the next slide, please. I want to quickly point out to all of our partners on the phone, we do have our tourism newsletter available. If you don't receive it already, please let us know. We'll be happy to register you. But our tourism newsletter is where all of our partners, some of which are mentioned here today, and all across the greater Phoenix, do submit their information for all of our trade partners, all of our travel professionals. So this is a great resource for you to have when there's new things happening at a specific property, or there is a new adventure, or there is a new festival, or any type of update from a tourism perspective. It does come through the tourism newsletter. So if you haven't received it or you're not receiving it, let us know. We'll be happy to get you signed up to receive it. It is a quarterly newsletter, so promise we won't be sending you weekly newsletters. Next slide, please. Tourism resources. So we do have a resource guide to COVID in Phoenix as we move forward with COVID-19 here in the state of Arizona and our country. Visit phoenix.com. We'll do have all the latest information on what those restrictions are or things that perhaps you may need answers to. Many of our partners that are both here today and across the greater Phoenix area have submitted their information as to their cleanliness and practices and their procedures for safety guidelines. So if you're ever curious to know what that process is like, or what to expect when you visit a resort or restaurant or whatever it is, do visit our website. Each landing page for each partner will have, if they've submitted the information, we'll have those policy and procedures for that specific business. So yes, let's go on to the next slide. Perfect. So now we have time for Q&A, and I'm going to invite everyone to come back on their camera and ask Nanda, who is our tourism coordinator. Nanda, do we have any questions there on the chat box?
Hello, everyone. We have one question. Does the Phoenix Light Rail connect the Phoenix Airport to the downtown area?
Yes, it does. It's a great question. It does connect it to the airport and the downtown Phoenix area. Yes, it does.
Perfect.
Do we have any other questions?
No questions at this time, but everyone, please feel free to go ahead and type in any burning questions that you have for the group.
Perfect. So since we don't have any questions, we're going to go ahead and do a quick little Q&A, a little drawing here. I know we have agents online from both the US and Canada. So hello to all my Canadian friends. I miss going up through Canada and having the Tim Hortons and the coffee and the Timbits that we're known for. I enjoy going up to Canada, but I'm so glad that some of you were able to register today. So we have a couple of questions to ask and a couple of raffles. We're going to do a couple of giveaways for Amazon gift cards. So I hope you were paying attention. There's going to be four opportunities, for 4 questions. The first 2 questions are for my U.S. domestic agents only, because if you are in the U.S., I think Oregon and Washington State, listen up and answer answer those 2 questions, and then we will do 2 additional questions for our Canadian friends if we have any on the line. So let's go ahead and start with the first question. So if you are a US travel agent and you know the answer, quickly type it out on the chat box here. And whoever has that first answer correct, the correct answer will win that $25 Amazon gift card. So what are the 5 C's of Arizona? So the first person who could answer that question correctly in the chat box will win a $25 Amazon gift card. Again, what are the 5 C's of Arizona? And Nanda?
Well, everyone's very quick. We already have our first winner, Alexa Meter. I hope I'm pronouncing that properly.
Okay, Alexa, and what if she can tell us where she's from and what the answer is?
Mm-hmm. So she answered correctly. We got cotton, cattle, citrus, climate, and copper. And she's from
Perfect.
Portland, Oregon.
Congratulations, Alexa, and hello from Portland. I missed going up to Portland. Last time I was there, Nanda and you and I were there about a year
That's
ago.
right.
Good. So we had lunch over at Andina, was it?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yeah, we stayed at the 9. So beautiful city. Congratulations. So let's move on to the next one. Let's move on to question number 2. Again, this is only for my US agents. And I hope you were paying attention. But what planet was discovered at the Lowell Observatory?
We've got a winner. Samantha Davis answered correctly. The answer is Pluto.
Perfect. Congratulations, Samantha. And Samantha, where is she from? Did she tell us where she's from?
Let's see. Also from Portland, Oregon.
Awesome. We have a lot of Portland being represented here. I love it. Thank you for being a part of it, and congratulations. Now, for my Canadian agents, I know it's a little different because of the currency exchange, but we will get you a gift card out there too as well too. So for my Canadian agents, here is your question. So the first one to answer the question wins this gift card. First question for my Canadian agents is how many pools are located at the Hyatt Regency Scottsdale Allegheny Ranch?
We've got a winner.
Okay.
And I hope I'm pronouncing this correctly. Heike Milo answered 10. That is the correct answer. There are 10 pools.
10 beautiful pools. Yeah, and there's a sand beach, a beach, right?
Correct. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so beautiful property, exciting. I love it. Congratulations. And then our last question, and this is a good one. I hope you were paying attention to this one because this is a good one too. What year was Castle Hot Springs established? Established. Thank you. I lost my train of thought. What year was Castle Hot Springs established?
All right.
Once,
First person to answer, we've got our winner, Annie Sieben Morgan. Again, I hope I'm pronouncing that properly, but the correct answer is 1896.
Yay, congratulations. Awesome. Thank you. If there aren't anyone have any further questions, throw them in the chat box. But again, I want to thank each and one of you here in my panel for being a part of our webinar. It's not easy doing this. I appreciate everyone and taking the time to joining us today, but also give it a round of applause for all of our panel on the beautiful properties and the beautiful things that we have here to offer. I always say I'm very fortunate and I have the best job in the world because I not only get to work and experience some of the the best things that we have to offer here in the greater Phoenix area, but I get to work with amazing people and my travel professionals, all my travel agents and everything all over the US and Canada that I've met throughout the years. I'm very sorry I'm not with you in person as I normally would be, but I'm glad we were able to connect virtually and have you here with us today. So thanks again for being a part of it, and I hope everyone has a great afternoon and stay safe. Thanks, everyone.